is your neck on drugs? Okay.
It's really,
I'm
this is
so
really
Don't bring her
funny,
in
like,
any
really,
eggs,
okay,
'cause-
so like, the guy's laughing at you. That was, so this is his mom.
Yes,
She made
yes.
me laugh.
Yeah. John, you know your mom. Yep, it's all right. He gets it.
Okay.
Okay, so you have a reverse curve. You actually have a little bit of an S-ing in the curve where it kind of curves the right way, but then it reverses the other direction. So it gives the technical evaluation is a 200% loss of the curvature because it's bending in the opposite direction. Okay.
Okay.
So you look at the issues you're dealing with, like even a heart murmur. We correct that because look at the first. If you remember the first 3 X-rays out there. Okay, how damaged the discs were, especially through this region.
Okay.
Okay, and every one of them having heart problems. Your neck looks very similar to that,
Right.
being reversed. So you're still into what we consider a phase 1 because there's no permanent structural damage to the discs.
Okay.
We've got to work on getting that curve restored because even here, as we lose the curvature, it's putting that entire spinal cord back here under tension and pressure. That's just interrupting those signals, causing those problems.
Okay.
So, any headaches, that's the tension, those things.
Right, right.
Neck problems, the pain. Yeah. We're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to do a lot of molding. We didn't get as much reaction with the head weights as we'd like to see. More than likely with S curves, a lot of times there's ligament damage. So exercises are gonna be critical to help strengthen and stabilize.
Okay.
This is the reality too. If you're constantly here with the baby, it's going to be harder to change the spine too. Okay,
Right.
you're going to change picture. Most people always get healthier in those things, even though the pictures are harder to change initially. Okay.
Okay.
Also, larger chested women are harder too because of the mechanics of that.
Right.
So just that's why exercising, strengthening your spine is going to be critical. Okay.
Okay.
As we trace the spine down, you see it comes laterally there into the side, and you can see it trace down and come back over there.
Okay. Yeah.
So that mid back from through here. Okay. Here in the lower back, see the curvature from the side. If you look at the thickness between that disc and this one, and then here, here, and here. So this one may be just the fact that we've got some tilting in the vertebra from the side.
Okay.
But this one, L5, is definitely looking like it's thinning
Okay.
in thickness wise. So, okay. So you're too young to be having degeneration in that disc, so we gotta stop it now. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions about the x-rays or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Okay, understand why we need to fix it.
Yes.
And sir, my name is Dr. Dale Brown. So,
Absolutely.
and I appreciate the fact that you'll let me take care of your wife.
And
We'll take care of your health.
you actually did meet us at the vaccine workshop.
Oh, he was there?
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
cool.
We had little Missy too. She's a little smaller.
Yes. Well, I hope that information helps you out there too. So.
And then are we gonna go over a treatment plan here, or, okay, because I still definitely wanna, well, this is almost as fun as toilet paper. Woo!
quite.
Sorry, guys.
No worries. It was the last bit of it, so it's no problem.
No worries.
Okay, so we do an itemized statement.
Okay,
It shows you the total of the first 37 visits in the office.
okay,
Obviously, once we do correction, then there's maintenance after that point.
okay,
Okay? Everything is itemized out. Now you'll see the normal fees,
yeah,
but you'll see that over here, we do a 40% discount. So it gets that
Okay.
amount off.
okay.
You're getting nervous, aren't you?
Yes, very.
Yeah.
That's a big old chunk of money we don't
Am
necessarily.
I allowed?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
you may.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. If you want, sit right here.
No,
I'll turn this direction here.
I was saying, I wanna make sure I
We
got it.
help people, listen, I understand, especially with like the government, whatever's going on there. We're here to help you, okay?
Well, and we have a mortgage, so that takes precedent over. Mama's back for sure.
So these are, again, normal fees and the breakdown of how the progress works in the office. You have charges for both exercises and the adjustment. Again, each one of these fees has a 40% discount off of it. After 16 visits of doing that, you break down and you actually shift further down to a $30 all-inclusive fee, okay? You have 3 re-x-rays, and then you have your equipment that you'll take home with you. So everything is itemized out for you.
Now, will she get a copy of
Yes.
this too?
Yeah.
Okay.
To take home with her. Okay, and
Yeah.
how crucial is the equipment? Can I not do these things without, like head weights? Why can't I?
Is
Put a
there
book on
some
my
way,
head or
it's
something.
it's
I would
like
say
that they
because we're not
used to
getting
say,
the-
take,
Yeah.
cans of beans, and if you didn't have weights.
It's not
you
like
know,
that type of exercise equipment, it's like the traction, if I was gonna say the most important things right now for you would be your traction unit and then your molds,
Okay,
okay?
and the molds, are the things you're talking about, you sleep with, or
Rolls
what's?
underneath,
Okay,
they're, the diameter as well as the resistance has been measured through motion x-ray to see how well it affects the spine, so, those are the two things that are, what I would say the most critical for you with the exercise prescription sheet. So it'd be like those three things, if we're gonna say, let's try and piece the most critical things. If I wanna say from there, the most critical, it's exercises and molds, you know what I mean? So we can work with you on that.
okay,
This just gives a person so that they know exactly what they're looking into the future for. A lot of
Okay.
people are overwhelmed from it because most of the time you're treated and then you get a bill 3 months from now.
Yeah.
Right,
You say,
right.
what was that for?
right, right,
Yep,
yeah.
exactly. So it is done different, but I hope you can understand why.
Yeah, no, we definitely appreciate being able to see it.
It goes with your discounts because there's a $710 discount off of it. It goes from here down to here, 1983. That's carrying out a total of 37 visits. The number of visits will be dictated by your progress, or the length of time that visit number takes. If you're here 3 times a week for the next 3 months, you're using this up in 3 months. You
Right,
follow me?
right.
I don't think that's gonna be necessary for your, you know, for us to get you stabilized and mobile and those things, because if we get the mobility, then the emphasis shifts further towards the exercises and the rehab at home, and the adjustments are there to realign, and then you're working more support. So, and that's the other thing is, after this plan even, after this number of visits, they go from 30 down to 25. They go to 22 after that point. So even financing things out for people, we've done that and spread out payments even further for people if they needed it, because you will catch up over time. Those
Now,
things.
this says, according to your insurance,
Which we don't.
TRICARE, so it's just it's a pre-made Excel sheet so that everything's calculated out. So if somebody had like Blue Cross Blue Shield, you'd have like insurance expected over here, you'd have therapeutic write-off,
Which
on the
is
network.
$0, because
So-
TRICARE doesn't cover.
doesn't cover
Yeah.
anything, is what you're saying.
Yeah, so the government gives us the ability to do 41%, that is 41% is what's actually allowed to be a discount, because you don't have to do paperwork for insurance.
Okay.
Which is amazing, the fact that 41%
Yeah.
of a bill is actually just for the paperwork,
Yeah.
not actually the service.
Yeah,
So that's why we do 40% discount for our military
which is
members.
amazing.
Because we can't do, you know,
Okay.
so, yeah, so that would be it. That prices, labels, everything out. If a person did a one-time payment, we knocked the $30 fee down to 25 already. So that takes another $100 off. Otherwise, we ask for a down payment typically of like the $297, that's 15% because of the equipment, those things.
Okay.
Again, we can work out payment, you know, every other week, sometimes with militaries, a lot of times what they'll end up doing, something like payments there. To spread it out, you can spread it out over 4 months, the remaining balance 6 months or 8 months of payments.
Okay.
Within the numbers, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm definitely gonna have to run this all by by my hubby.
I understand.
'Cause we don't have 210 and 69 extra laying around each month. So that's part of the
Yeah.
thing. So we'll have to talk about it, and because I certainly.
Ask this question, you definitely want my help and care.
Yeah, I mean, because I came to you because I was
Yeah.
finally at the crux point of couldn't
I
deal
hate
with the
to hear.
pain anymore. So yeah,
Yeah,
and especially now that you started to fix me again, and I'm
yeah.
and my pain is just moving and becoming different. And I'm like, and I definitely want to.
Get rid of it.
Get better,
Fix
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Because if you don't fix it now, what's gonna happen to it?
All right, I'm gonna.
Yep.
Just gonna continue
And then
to
if you
get
come
worse.
back to me a year from now in your worst shape, what's it gonna
Right.
cost?
Right.
Remember
For
these
sure.
little details. So,
For sure.
and I tell them, Laura does amazing work, and I literally do. If a person wants my care, I'm not gonna deny you care because you can't afford to pay me these full payments. Sometimes we'll ask a patient, what's the dollar amount? You figure that out, and then we'll figure out, can we afford to give you the equipment up front?
Okay.
These things, okay? So you figure out what every other week, that kind of payment, those things, what can you afford to do? We'll
Okay.
work with you financially, and then we've got a way, okay, between our cost per visit, our, you know, and then we'll figure out how we can take care of you and help you.
Okay.
So,
Can we mark on this what the equipment is that you have
Yes.
mentioned that we definitely need to?
if I was gonna say, you will get this no matter what, is the exercise sheet. The two, so they're in order, so that would be like the order of most
The
critical.
things that, okay.
Yeah, yeah, and then
She
like,
hasn't got down to the little bitty tiny pieces yet, that's
do that.
really interesting.
So, basically the orders in which the importance, so if you look through all the
Okay.
numbers, you'll be able to see
Okay.
which one's first and foremost important. Second is right there, the spinal
Mm-hmm.
molds, third is the traction unit. This is just going according to your alignment.
Okay, and now, of course, when I come in for my adjustments, I'll still be doing like the warm-up exercises and
Yes.
and using the equipment that's here,
Yeah.
and that's not charged additionally, or that's included in the visit cost?
So it's within this like
Okay.
exercise and
Okay.
adjustments, but then there's a 40% discount off of those fees.
Okay.
So,
Okay, alright. Okay, yeah, I'll have to, talk with the hubby and find out what we can do, and yeah, and I mean, the military discount is amazing, that's awesome that you guys do that, cause that's huge. So, yeah, I'll have to
she'll get you a
take a
copy
picture of
those
that and
things,
send it in,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And then just, what I say is you and your